All right, let's go. Man, this should be a pretty eventful live stream if I don't say so myself. So yeah, let's I think this is what we're going to do. You know, I like to give people a second to get on. And so while we do that, I want to just show you something I was looking at just now while everybody kind of gets it together on Russell Brand's channel. And this is some kind of like some secret thing in this portrait of King Charles. Have you guys seen this? This is because I saw Rogan posted this on Instagram, but I had no idea what he was referencing. Like, because Rogan was like, this seems like it's on the up and up. And I just looked at the picture. I'm like, I don't really understand what he's talking about, but I am going to show you guys right now exactly what we are. Oh my God. Here we go. So Rogan posted this and he said, this is completely normal. And I was kind of like, I mean, it is pretty weird, I guess, but like, I just didn't really know what he was talking about. Like, I was like, all right, like, how is it not normal? You know what I mean? And then, I got this. Okay. Now watch this. This is nuts, man. You guys tell me what you think of this.
Saw this online, and before I posted it, I wanted to check if it was right. So I cropped in half one of the pictures of King Charles, and I mirrored it, and then I cropped it again. So I have two of the same picture. Now I am taking it in on the right hand side in order to make one of them smaller. Now, as you can see, I've opened up my Instagram stories because I find it really easy to edit things together.
Anthony, if I did not respond to your email, forward it to me again, because that means I didn't see it. Just like resend it right now.
It's a little bit awkward. This is the picture the correct way up. Now I'm going to turn it upside down. I find Instagram really easy to mess around and spin pictures around. Now I'm going to get the other version that I took the right hand side off and match them up together. Take a look at that. That's why I had bad vibes about this picture.
That's nuts, man.
As soon as I saw it in the red, and it just seemed a little demonic to me, but there you go.
Yeah. What do you guys think? You guys think that's by accident? I have no idea. I honestly have absolutely no idea, but that is pretty weird. I would say pretty weird. But yeah, we got other stuff to talk about on this stream. So the Paige VanZant thing, I'm going to show you two things from her, right? Like, so she's fighting Elle Brooke tonight, you know, who I saw their weigh-in. I wasn't really sure who she was. And they're like, yeah, it's the battle of the OnlyFans. And so I'm like, all right, let's see what we got here. You know what I mean? Like, if we got two OnlyFans, let's see what we're working with. And I went and watched an interview with Paige VanZant, and she's a badass, dude. Like, Paige VanZant is an absolute savage, dude. Her interview, I was like, I'll show you guys the clip I'm talking about. I was like, okay, like, this girl's a fucking sav. And then I watched a straight up, how long have we been talking? Tape of, I watched a corn video of Elle Brooks. Holy fuck. That girl is an excellent, excellent corn star. Like, if she's good at boxing tonight, I want you guys, well, I mean, shit, you guys can go look her up on your own. But like, you don't usually, usually when it's like, oh, here's this, famous chick who also does OnlyFans, they're not like, if they actually go all the way with like hardcore, intercourse, they're not usually very impressive. I was like, whoa, this Elle Brooks is definitely Elle Brooke. Very multi-talented, very impressive video, dude. Very impressive video. I only watched one, but I was like, good God. Well, at least she found her true calling. Punching people in the face and getting pounded out by well-hung men on video. So let me show you this let me show you this thing from Paige VanZant real quick though, and then I'll show you. So I'll show you who Elle Brooks is though, like or Elle Brooke. Actually, here I'll show you that. I mean, this is her. So, yeah, she's super ugly. Not. Okay, so here's the part I wanted to show you about Paige because they start asking her about like why she's fighting when she makes so much dough, and I watched this. I was like, dude, she's a fucking sav.
McGregor still fight? Why did Floyd Mayweather still fight? Because they love it. Like it's not like it's just about the money. Like of course the money's nice and that's part of it, but you don't need like in a weird way. You're actually in a better position now, right? Like you don't need to fight. You don't have that financial. Like I remember when you broke your arm and you were dealing with. That was a real financial issue where you couldn't fight and you were basically like you weren't getting paid enough. Now you're in a position where you're doing this really because you want to, because you don't have to do this. You could literally walk away tomorrow and never fight again.
No, and I think it's just an interesting concept where people assume just because you make a ton of money that you change as a person.
Mm-hmm.
Money doesn't change you. Like hopefully you just be smart. And my parents raised me extremely well. I grew up, I went to college when I was 16. I pretty much could do anything.
She went to college when she was 16. That's insane. That's bananas, dude. I didn't know that. She's a little fucking Doogie Howser. Like what kid that fucking graduates high school at age 16 and goes to college ends up being a professional fighter? Like that I had no idea that was the case.
That I wanted to do. I knew whatever I chose to do, I was going to be successful at. And now all of a sudden, it really has taken off. My career's taken off. My, finances are proving that, which is awesome. But I think, the media likes to make a bigger deal about how much money I make more than I do. Like everybody just wants to talk about how much money I make. And for me, it's like, yeah, that is awesome because if you're going to do a job, you should be paid to do it. Otherwise, it's just a hobby. So, the money hasn't changed me. I'm still the same person. I still have the same love and desire and drive for fighting. And it's just, one element that I still stress about, but I guess is less stressful than the other person.
Dude, and she has another part where she's like, I can't remember the exact context, but they ask her again, kind of like why she fights. She's all, because I do whatever the fuck I want to do. But yeah, dude, like, first of all, I just liked how she answered that question also, because I find the current kind of trend on social media of making it out like if you have money, the correct way to kind of handle it is just to like flex it on everyone. And that's just so fucking dumb. I just look at that as like, it looks pathetic to me. I'm being totally serious. Like I'm being 100% serious. Like these guys like that are all that like part of their entire thing is like, check out, I got a new Bugatti, I got a new Lambo, I got a new whatever. Like if they just love cars, that's fine. Dude, buy as many fucking cars as you want. You know what I mean? Like if you love cars and you want to spend money on cars, buy your fucking cars. Buy all the fucking cars that you want. But like if the reason why you buy them is so that you can flex them to poor people on social media, like that shit is fucking pathetic to me. Like what kind of person who's like confident and secure needs to flex on poor people? Do you know what I mean? Like is what I'm saying making sense? Because that shit makes no sense to me at all. Because rich people don't give a fuck how many cars you have. They look at you and you're like, why would you spend all that money on all those cars? Or at the very least, they'd be like, so you think you're fucking cool because you have 10 cars? Like, cool. Like that kind of shit doesn't matter to wealthy people. So you're flexing on poor people, which is pathetic. Why would you do that? You know what I mean? Broke Deegan, thank you for the super chat, good sir. Cage Warriors is on now. It's free. Uriah Faber on his own promotion, A1 combat fighting jiu-jitsu. I know, dude. And Misfits, like Paige is fighting tonight. What did I say? Normal people. I don't even know what you're referencing. The video about Logan and Dylan, you said go look at Nina's nudes. She posted herself. Then I ended up on a weird porn site. Thanks a lot. I mean, dude, just go Google images. Like, just go Google Google and then image search, you know? But yeah, I was like, I've had this conversation with people a bunch of times about how like, how I had this like epiphany one time at the airport, where I was just at the airport and like, you know, like I have a Louis Vuitton sling bag that I got, I don't know, a couple of years ago. And I just like sling bags, but I did get one of those. And then I'm at the airport one time and I'm looking around and like, dude, there's like 1 out of every 5 people has either a real or pretend Louis Vuitton like that. And I'm just looking at it. I'm like, oh, this is like a game that fucking poor people play with each other. Like, or brand new money people. This is like make believe. And I don't know. It's like a weird epiphany where I'm like, why is everybody trying to flex on other people who aren't, you know, like, I don't know. It's just fucking weird to me. And especially the more people do it, the bigger a part of their entire kind of persona it is, the sorrier it looks to me. Like Connor, I don't mean like with Connor, I actually don't mean it towards him because he buys all this shit and then he posted on because he's just like, what? I'm talking about people where like it's their, I don't know. It's like a different type of thing. Like Connor, of course, likes to like kind of be like, what's up? I'm the fucking huge success and check me out. But it's this other thing, these like empty nothing burger, except you have money and then you're gonna yell on the internet about how you're a fucking baller. It's just like, shut the fuck up, dude. Jesus. You've had money for 5 fucking minutes, dude. And when you don't have money anymore, you're gonna wish you didn't buy those cars. You just look like a fucking future bankrupt person to me, dipshit. And then if you have real money and you're still doing that, why? Who gives a fuck? Like, I don't know. It's weird. Has anybody ever thought someone was fucking cool because they had 8 cars? Like, that's the reason you think they're cool. They're either fucking cool or they're not. You know, it's like if they're balling and you meet them and they're super clever and funny and nice, and you're kind of like, damn, that dude's doing it like that. And he's also super nice and whatever. But these guys are trying to drop their dicks on the table on fucking what car they drive. I'm like, you're pathetic, dude. Flex something else, you fucking nerd. Which made me like Paige VanZant a lot, you know. But exactly, yeah. Their car is pretty sick, but them not so much, you know. Not so much. So yeah, like I said though, I wanted to listen. Elle Brooks, dude, my goodness gracious. She is talented. You know. She in the video that she did, she was with like a very famous American corn star dude who I'd recognized from a bunch of videos. And I'm like, wow. So she's like really doing corn for real. And she is fighting Paige VanZant tonight. Dude, this is an excellent question. What do you think about Chavez Jr., Darren Till? I'll tell you exactly what I mean, I have absolutely no idea what to expect from Till from a boxing perspective. Every time he's lost in the UFC, it's because he's gotten fucking taken down, except for Masvidal, right? Like if you take away the takedown, I mean, that is where he exclusively had all of his issues in the UFC. Even like Tyron Woodley, when he got clipped, that's because he had to worry about the takedown. You know, but I don't know. Hang on, let me see something. Hang on, what was I reading? A bit old to be worrying about who's in the cool gang. Hey, you know who's not in the cool gang? You fucking loser. You are in timeout and 100% not in the fucking cool gang. Hey, why don't you go watch fucking Aiden Ross, dude. Go watch one of your children. Fucking nerd. I'm talking about people my age who are flexing cars on people. Let me know when you get your fucking license and then you can think about buying a car. That probably will never be you, though. I'll just warn you in advance. You're never going to be one of those people that has the option of flexing money, because people who go and they're, hey, oh, you know, fucking blah, 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 blah. That is literally a 100% indication that you are never going to win at anything. It happens every single time. I've never seen an exception to that. Just like someone who talks into a brick of money, like a money phone. You know, if you ever see anyone hold a brick of money up to their ear and take a picture like it's a phone, they will file bankruptcy in their lifetime 100% of the time. Anyway. Oh my God, dude.
Aren't you a little old to be worried about who's fucking cool?
Hey, I can tell you who's not going to be cool when you're I'll never not be cool, motherfucker. That's a fact. But anyway, so he probably lives in an apartment like JJ. Right? Who's JJ? I want to flex my vlog talking into a brick of timeouts, dude. That's funny, man. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys this, though. Speaking of not fucking cool, dude. So I have no idea how I had never seen this video, but this dude did this whole thing of Jake Paul and Logan Paul's conflict. And wait, John Jones lives in an apartment. Why are we... Is there something else going on there that I don't know? It's inevitable, dude. It literally is like it's a message to the world. You're like, I don't value money. I shouldn't have this much money out of the bank at all. I'm just going to talk into it like a phone. It's like, all right, go buy something stupid with it. Paige VanZant's not in the tape. The girl she's fighting tonight is in the tape. Her opponent is a corn star and is in a hot ass video. Wait, KSI, not John Jones people. I'm confused, very confused of what is happening. Did you guys hear that? Rampage said that John Jones is about to drop some shocking announcement that's going to like blow up the MMA community. And I hit up, well, whatever. I know someone who's really good buddies with Rampage, and Rampage confirmed it's true, but wouldn't tell him what it was. So I don't know. I'm on fucking bated breath. I want to know what it is, dude. I want to know what it is. That's fucking funny. It's not gonna be that, dude. I don't think. But he said, oh my God, no! Oh my God. Nashville AINY unfollowed and called me a degenerate piece of shit. How am I ever gonna continue my career when some rando fucking dude I've never seen on my streams before tells me he unfollowed me? Hey, usually though, when people come and do shit like this, then they pop back up very, very soon afterwards. Just, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Hey, what specifically did I say that would have triggered your you're a degenerate? Because that's funny. Career. Yep. That is what it's called. Oh no. You guys, don't do it. I'm probably just going to lose the channel. Fuck, dude. No. Beat it, nerd. Hey, career. Yeah, career. I quit a $300,000 a year job to do this full time. Like, you think I did that because I was making $5 a month doing this? Fucking idiot. Anyway, so let's continue with this story because it's fucked. That's not how you spell Gabby. Oh, speaking of which, actually, I did want to show you guys that really quick before we get into this too much. Okay. So you guys have to go follow me and Gabby's channel. Like, we did this video yesterday and I watched it back today and it's so fucking good, dude. Like, Gabby's hilarious in this video, making fun of the fucking the Bud Light chick that got fired. Like, I watched it back. Hold on. I don't know where this is exactly. Be ever, you know, it's just like listening that situation quantifies exactly what people. Oh, we're talking about the Bud Light chick that ran the ad that got Bud Light demolished. New right are always talking about, which is like this elitist group that has no like nothing about reality in there. You know what I mean? It's just
they don't have anything seated in reality. They're literally in their own.
They're in a bubble talking to each other.
Yes.
And they have no like pulse on, you know, real life. All right. So last thought on the Bud Light thing in Heinerschneid is the following. I have no idea whether she got hired. We could look it up, but we'll talk about that another day. I know she wasn't allowed to talk about the situation.
Yeah,
I think
they were like, just stop.
Well, no, like someone actually approached her and her roommate on the street, and the roommate was like, she's not allowed to say anything. So I think
there was probably a severance package with a gag order. Yeah,
a big one.
Yeah,
a real big one. But yeah, it's the number one employee. I don't know. I missed it, but she said this thing. She's like so fucking funny. She's like, because we were talking about whether someone else would have hired her, and she's like. And I'm like, I just figured like another woke company would have probably just put her on just out of ideology. She's like, I mean, I guess so. If you want a complete fucking idiot running your marketing department, it's so fucking funny, dude. Anywho, so Kid Rock straight up like undid his band. Like Kid Rock, he went on Rogan, was like, I'm back in there, man. I'm back in there. Misfit Brit, what's up, dude? Okay, so anyway, this sorry, I derailed that and I completely did not have the part queued up that I wanted to show you, but whatever. It is really funny. Okay, so Jake Paul and Logan Paul conflict. I had never seen this ever in my life. Nick Smith, you are the same person coming in with burners. No one is dumb enough to believe that you are a different person. You fucking idiot. Get out of here. Anyway, so this dude did this video that was like, you know, the Logan Paul and Jake Paul toxic brother rivalry. And I watched there's this moment like 1 to 2 minutes into this that I had never seen. And I was like, oh my fucking, that is like, you want to know you want to validate every single thing that I've ever said about this situation as it relates to like Logan, why he rubs me so wrong when it comes to Jake. As a person with a little brother who was a professional athlete that was much better than me at the, you know, I mean, obviously he went fucking pro, and good God, it's like, I couldn't be more opposite from this guy if there's just not any two people that are more opposite in this category.
Get over it. Like, and meanwhile,
come on, I'm your brother building a
business.
business.
You're my brother building a business. You love to play both sides, bro.
What's the other
You
side?
play both sides.
What side am I playing?
You play both sides.
What's the other side that I'm playing?
I'll partner with all of your enemies.
As you all probably already know, there's some drama going on between the two brothers, Jake and Logan Paul. For those who don't know, Jake recently made a Netflix documentary where he tells his story of transforming from a YouTube star into a boxer.
What we're getting to here in a second is watch Logan's face when Jake won the decision over Nate Diaz. It is insane. It's absolutely insane. So wait, it's right there. Okay, it's in like
fighting against retired MMA fighters. In the final act of the documentary, he shows that he's going to fight a real boxer, Tommy Fury, and then he loses. Bruce Rice. Thank you, dude. You know how to gift memberships. I still don't. I have that thing in my calendar that says learn how to gift memberships every single day. And every day I'm like at jiu-jitsu. It's at a terrible time in my calendar. I got to change that. Thank you, dude. In the last scene, we see that the documentary was actually a build-up for his next fight against Nate Diaz, which would take place that following weekend. He won that fight. And the drama starts when we zoom in on Logan as the decision is announced, who visibly isn't happy for his little brother. You see,
that is literally, and as it goes later, that is literally right when they read the decision. Right when they read the decision that Jake won. Look at that, dude.
The drama starts when we zoom in on Logan as the decision is announced, who visibly isn't happy for his little brother. You see, Logan is a boxer himself. but not as successful as Jake. He first fought against KSI, and
It's insane. Like, that is so crazy. It's so crazy, dude. So crazy. So, and we'll get to that in a second about why he was doing that, because it gets into one of the most insane exchanges I've ever seen. I had seen part of the exchange that's in here. I had not seen that one. But yeah, I mean, again, like, that's just one of those moments where it's like, because I saw, okay, like, as an example, I saw him at the Tyson and Jake press conference. By the way, dude, put some fucking respect on MVP Promotions' name, dude. Are you kidding me? Have you guys seen that card? That card is fucking awesome. If you went, especially like if you went to the Nate Diaz fight and saw the dude, the H2O guy, that guy is so sick. Like, that guy is so sick. So that fight is going to be off the hook. Then you got obviously Tyson versus Jake. And now you got Till and Chavez Jr. on the main card. And then you got the two chicks that are savage. It's like it's a legit card. I'm really excited for that fight card. I gotta be honest. But anywho, you know, hang on. Let me get, so where is this thing? Hang on. I'm just trying to, okay, here we go. So this was that conversation. I didn't believe this was real. Like, I did not believe this was real when I first saw it, when Jake and Logan argued on Impulsive, because I'm like, there's no way that anybody could be this self-centered, narcissistic, and insane. But I hadn't seen the video of Logan at the fight, which is like, okay, perfect example. Okay, I'm sorry, I forgot the point I was making. God, I did that twice this weekend. Normally, I always know where tangent is coming back to here. But anyway, at the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul press conference, I saw Logan, as Jake was walking off stage, he was like, "Yeah, dude, yeah." And I was like, "Oh, all right, dude. He loves his brother, you know. He loves his brother. Like, look at that." And just because not being that supportive for your brother is so foreign to me that I fall for it every time. Given that, then I watch this, and it's like he doesn't know the fucking camera's on him. Like, he doesn't know the camera's on him right there. He thinks, "Oh, this is the decision. Camera's on Jake, you know. So I'm gonna do that, you know." And I'm pouting for a reason that is so insane that it is hard to even wrap your brain around. And then, I don't know. Anyway, let's watch it real quick.
Fighting against Tommy Fury.
He is a great fighter. He is a
So
great
if he
fighter.
stops KSI, is still potential for a fight.
Yeah, all the fights are there regardless of the outcome of that fight.
If he stops KSI, I'm going for Tommy's throat. I love that vengeance storyline.
Yeah.
I don't want to put the energy into the air, but Tommy Fury's on my fucking radar. I have him in my scopes. I wanted it when Jake was fighting him, and I'm gonna be back in the conversation, which I'm fucking stoked.
First of all,
yeah.
Hey, why does he want to fight? Why did he say he wanted to fight Tommy Fury? Hey, why did he say he wanted to fight? If Tommy Fury beats KSI, his business partner, he just beat his fucking brother, right? He just beat his brother. But if he beats his business partner, then he's got him scoped. And Jake calls him out, dude. Jake straight up calls him out later in the podcast. He's like, "Dude, you think I don't know the only reason that you want to fight Tommy Fury is so you can prove that you're a better boxer than me?" It's like, when you see the longer extended version of this podcast, it's like I always just looked at this whole thing as you should be supporting your brother, period. I didn't realize how exactly the same this situation is from me and my brother, and how fucking polar opposite it was. It's like, I never for a millisecond was like, "Oh gosh, you know, he's so fucking good, it drives me crazy." I would always be like, "Dude, you know how I was I won't even tell you guys some of the stuff I did supporting my brother because it sounds fucking completely batshit. But this is insane. That's exactly why he wants to fight him. He wants to fight Tommy Fury so that he can prove Jake is not better at anything than me. Nothing. And you will see that that's obvious very shortly.
Yeah, dude. October 14th, I'm fighting Dylan
You
Dennis.
can just jump him too at that point. The both of you just
I mean, I'll do something.
No, I'm gonna finish him off first. I gotta handle that business first.
We'll see, bro, because you definitely sniped the Nate Diaz fight from me. and I've been so lenient in giving you your
This
opponents.
is insane.
And I think it's
But
my,
it's not. Wait, it's not your option to give me my opponents. You haven't fought anyone. You don't fight. You don't fight real fights. It's just not your option to give me my opponents. You're not even a fighter. Like, you do exhibitions and lost like 4 years ago.
So you,
Dude, and you could tell, like, another thing you could tell about this conversation is, like, Jake has been choking on this for years, like choking on it, dude, to where now he finally has his brother kind of like sitting there and he's talking and he's doing it on the podcast in front of everyone. And Jake's just like, oh, so you want to take this from me too, dude? You want everything that you have, but you want to take everything I have too. And then later in the thing, dude, Logan really did fuck his girlfriend. He fucked his girlfriend for real. And then made a rap song about it. His little brother. What the fuck? If I was single and my little brother was dating fucking Sydney Sweeney and she begged for it, I'd be like, listen, I want to have sex with you more than I could put into words, but I'm still not going to do it because you're my brother's girl. Now all I'm going to do is tell him to break up with you because you're a whore. Logan fucking chased his brother's girl down, banged her, and then made a rap song.
You could see from Jake's face that he didn't like what Logan was saying. He starts scratching his leg, and I understand Jake's reaction here because he's the one who challenged Tommy first.
You know, Tommy Fury rematch. He won by a split decision. I'm going to try and get that back.
Jake is like, hold up, big bro. Let me finish my food before you reach for my plate. So,
dude, if Logan and Jake fought, Jake would fucking starch Logan. And then Logan would be butthurt about it forever. You know, like everybody knows what the outcome of that fight's going to be, except Logan.
Logan then continues that he thinks he's better at boxing than Jake.
I think I'm better than you. And I think Nate chose you for a reason. And I think everyone knows that.
What do you mean?
Even in
But what have you done to prove that you're better than me?
I don't know. Went toe-to-toe 8 rounds with the greatest boxer of all time. I went toe-to-toe for 8 rounds with the greatest boxer of all time.
Let that sink in, dude. That's his proof that he's better than Jake, is he went 8 rounds with a dude who was 60 pounds lighter than him, who does not have any knockout power at all, that he's 50 years old, that he held on to and did not land one punch on for 8 consecutive rounds.
And you're not able to see how good I was in that fight.
So this is hilarious because they did that fight with Floyd being 155 pounds or 70 kgs and Logan being 190 pounds or 86 kgs. So it wasn't an official fight, just an exhibition. And with that 35-pound difference or 16 kgs, the only thing Logan did was hug Floyd for 8 rounds like they were on a date on Valentine's Day. Logan also said to Floyd not to take the fight so seriously. Oh, and just look at the height difference between...
He's all, I went 8 rounds and specifically talked to Floyd about not going too hard. You know what I mean?
5'8" versus 6'2". That's 15 centimeters. So even with all those advantages, many people agree that Logan lost that fight, including Jake.
Don't be ridiculous.
It's a 2023 YouTuber drama. This is a combat sports channel. Jake Paul is fighting Mike Tyson in 2 months, and Logan Paul just sued Ryan Garcia yesterday. But welcome back to the conversation. I'm not going to put you on timeout, but dumb.
You think because you lost a fight to Floyd Mayweather that you're better than me at boxing?
You said I won the fight.
In person, when I was watching it, I thought so. But then
this part is pretty cold, dude. Logan's like, you've always said I won. Jake's all, oh, fuck. You didn't.
Yeah, watching it back, it's like, okay, I've had like a biased point of view, like sitting there in person.
This is the first time I've heard you say that.
Yeah, but because we never talked about it.
Switching up like that? The whole internet saw you repeatedly throughout the past 2 years say that I won that fight. And now you're saying the opposite?
Because I'm rooting for you. But like, if you want to know the truth, yeah, like I'm going to ride or die for you on my shield. Yeah, 100%. And afterwards, when I saw that you lost it on TV, people in interviews would still be like, what do you think? I'm not going to be like, no, I watched it back and I thought he lost. No, he fucking won because you're my brother.
See, this is what I'm saying. Everybody's always like, why do you always say you like Jake so much and you hate on Logan? I'm like, that's why. That's why. Exactly that. Like, anyway,
think Jake had good intentions for defending his brother like that, but being a good brother also means you got to keep it real. It makes me wonder if their relationship is more about public image, or do they genuinely have each other's backs?
Logan is an exceptional athlete and he's an exceptional wrestler. There is no question about that. But he's talking about boxing right now. Jake, well, I don't give a fuck if anybody likes Jake, hates Jake. If you can't acknowledge that what Jake has done in the amount of time that he's done it is wildly impressive, then you're hating on him to hate on him because it's just an objective fact. Like, the guy did a fucking YouTube exhibition boxing match like how many years ago? And look at where he's at now. He's going to fight Mike Tyson. He just starched Tyron Woodley. He beat Nate Diaz. He's beat Anderson fucking Silva. Like, dude, he's legit.
Logan then explains he's tired of fighters like Tommy Fury and Nick Diaz choosing to fight Jake instead of him because they think Jake is an easier opponent.
It's in the ethos.
But motherfuckers are avoiding me. They are avoiding me or picking someone else, and that's obnoxious. And everyone secretly knows why. No one wants to say it because I have an 0-1 record. But I yielded, bro, and I'm tired of not being picked because you're an easier fight.
Like that shit again. When I saw that the first time, I'm like, there's no way this is real. I'm like, there's no way this is real. This cannot be fucking real. This part and then the Prime part later. I saw this clip and then the one that's later on. And I'm like, this is impossible. No one is that narcissistic and delusional to actually believe what he just said. It's not possible. Like, it is not possible to be that self-centered and narcissistic to say that to your little brother after this huge fucking win. And like, it is ludicrous. Like, it's fucking ludicrous. And he's just betraying what is inside of him in this right here. You see people interact with their family. You see who they really are, dude. And he's like, he can't help himself. He's like, I want it all. It bothers him that Jake is doing so well. It fucking bothers him. And the reason why he was pouty face after he won is because Celsius, the main fucking sponsor of the entire event that Jake and his team put on, said that Logan cannot bring Prime into the building. Obviously, they're the number one competitor. And Logan's fucking logic for why that was bullshit is coming up next, and it's just fucking unbelievable.
Is that what you really think in your head? It's crazy for you to think that people are avoiding you.
But Nate chose you over me.
No.
Why would Nate do that?
But Ariel Helwani asked him to his.
Also, watch throughout this thing how Mike is completely aware that Logan is delusional. And he tried, because he's such a. I feel like I know all these guys now, but like Mike is a peacemaker. Like, he's a guy who will try to get people in the room to like get along. He's like, yo, but so like, even if he knows Logan is fucking 100% wrong, he'll still kind of calmly do it. And then you'll see him kind of go like this, because like in this one and in the Prime thing, he's just like, Logan, listen, I know you signed my paychecks, but what the fuck are you talking about?
Face. And he said because his brother hasn't fought anyone in a real fight, he hasn't knocked out any MMA fighters. He wanted the most real, professional, legitimate fight. That's what he said. But that's also what he said behind the scenes too. But he literally said, "Hey, Nate." His manager said, "Hey, we're not fighting Logan. Nate wants this real fight." That's exactly what they said. Huge guarantees, like a lot of revenue.
You don't buy it based on what, dude? Like, Jake has starched how many guys in the ring? What is this fucking complicated, dude? It's literally like if two guys, I mean, honest to God, this is not that dissimilar from two guys are going to, got timed running a 40. One guy runs a 4.4, another guy runs a fucking 4.9. And the guy who run the 4.9 is like, dude, listen, people are trying to race you because they're afraid of me. You're like, dude, we got a stopwatch on you, guy. You are fucking 0.7 seconds slower than him. What the fuck are you talking about? You have no wins. None. Zero. You have no knockouts. None. Jake starches everyone. He beat Anderson Silva, dude. What the fuck are you talking about? It's obscene. And he just wants to, and it's his little brother trying to take everything from his brother. It's just like,
Don't buy it.
What do you mean you don't buy?
I just don't think that
It's it's on active. You're inactive. You don't have the momentum in the fight world. You're not as respected as a fighter. You haven't won knockout of the year. You haven't won breakout athlete of the year. You haven't done any of these things.
That's what I'm saying. Don't you think that he would go?
No, they want the biggest fight. They want the biggest
it
fight.
would still be the biggest fight, and you
no,
know that,
no. That's why none of these. That's why you're not.
Like one of the.
So Logan sounds completely delusional here. Jake has a 7-1 professional boxing record with 4 finishes, and
with a razor-thin decision loss is his one. You know what I mean? Against a professional, undefeated boxer.
Logan has a 0-1 boxing record where he got dropped. Jake then sums it up very nicely what Logan's true intentions are.
I think you just want to beat Tommy to be able to say that you're better than me at boxing.
I 1000% agree with that. Absolutely agree.
Well, I'll never fight you, and I don't want to fight JJ again.
Logan,
and he didn't even deny it, dude.
Doesn't even try to deny it. He just cannot take it that his little brother is actually better than him at boxing. And from here, things get really interesting because Logan reveals the.
I actually, you know how I said that I called someone to see about the fucking Rampage thing? It was Shab. Shab's my boy. I talk to him all the fucking time. No, I definitely do not know that any of his fights were a fucking work. I actually, every single time he fights, I do a video making fun of people who say that they're works.
Reason why he was looking so bummed out when Jake won the fight.
Said I would get kicked out if I brought a Prime bottle. Ridiculous, dude. Do you think I would ever ban you from promoting any of your shit at any of my events? That's ridiculous.
Wait, that's because of who the partner, the competing partner was
Marcos
for the event.
Us 4 times.
Hey, keep in mind when you watch this, that Logan fired George Janko because George, when he started his own podcast, got sponsored by Celsius. Okay. And so Logan was like, listen, man, if you're going to take Celsius as a sponsor, then we can't have you on Impulsive because, you know, you would be on Impulsive where we're promoting Prime. And then people would go to your thing and they would, you know, be seeing the brand of a competing product, which is common sense position. He's right about that. But when it's Jake, it's his company, completely independent of Logan, where he tried to make Logan a partner in the company and Logan said he didn't want to do it together. And then they take Celsius because they're paying millions of dollars. Hey, why didn't you sponsor his why didn't you do his fight with Prime? You guys did $1.2 billion in revenue. Why didn't you guys be the main sponsor? Okay, so you didn't. So Celsius does. And then Celsius has one rule related to Logan. Like, yeah, have Logan, whatever. He just can't have Prime on him because it'll end up on the cameras and we're paying millions of dollars for this. And listen to this fucking guy's logic. You're like, this is 1 + 1 = 2 business shit here, dude. Like, there's nothing to understand unless you are the most self-centered, narcissistic fucking person on earth to where you cannot wrap your brain around concept where you don't get what you want. Like there's going to be cameras around, man. I want to promote Prime. And you're like, right. But the cameras are there because the sponsor who paid millions of dollars is putting this show on, and that's a competing product. So like, you just can't promote Prime at this event, which is mine, which you have nothing to do with. You're only there to support me as my brother. So just for one fucking 5 hours, you can't promote Prime, even though there are cameras around. And this is his fucking response, dude.
Stipulations listed out, paragraphs.
Yeah, get over it. Like, and meanwhile,
come on, I'm your brother building a
oh
business.
Yeah, you're my brother. What do you mean?
Well,
what do you mean?
you can't tell me what to wear.
Logan.
Yeah, but if they're paying us, if they're paying us millions of dollars, and they say, hey, but we don't want this person to be doing this stuff at the event with a competing brand.
That's ridiculous. I couldn't bring in a Prime bottle.
So Logan plays the family card.
Got rid of George for the exact same thing. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, do you have any idea how like you have to have no self-awareness, absolutely no ability to put yourself in other people's positions. It's like a fucking broken robot that's like, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. You're all, hey, robot. So remember when you wanted that and then that person said that thing to you that you didn't like? Yes. Well, you're doing literally the exact same thing to that guy. He's all, but I want that thing. And you're like, right. But you are doing the thing to that guy that you did not like. He's like, but I want that thing. It's like, are you fucking crazy, dude? It's insane. It's your fucking brother, dude.
Jake sees right through it. If everyone behaved like Logan, nobody would get sponsored anymore. Why would Celsius spend all that money to help support the event if competitors are riding along for free without paying? This is a business event with paying sponsors, not a family barbecue where you can do whatever you want. So here Jake is trying to talk some more sense into Logan.
That's the brands getting involved. I have no say in that. I don't give a but if they request something and they're paying millions of dollars to be the title sponsor.
But the request is this: your brother can't bring a Prime bottle into the stadium, and if he does, he will be escorted out by security.
Yeah, if you violate the most simple fucking request of all time, don't bring Prime stuff to this one event that we are sponsoring. Can you just show up and support your brother and not promote your brand? What do you mean? Can you just come because you love your brother and support your brother and not do something selfish? But there's going to be cameras there. Yes, there are going to be cameras there. Okay, well, I'm trying to build a brand. Right, I know. But tonight, it's not about you. It's about your brother. So for one night, can you just go and support your brother and have a good time and not do something selfish? But I'm trying to build a brand and I want to promote it at this fight. Everyone's going to watch this fight. Okay, I know you're kind of like the world is mine type of dude and you just don't seem to understand, but this is not about you this one time, Logan. This is about your brother who did all of this on his fucking own. You are literally just his brother. The only reason you're there is because you're his brother. No, I don't think I can do that. I actually don't think I can do that. I think that what I'll do instead is I will go there and then I will act salty the entire time, probably throw a bunch of negative energy in the air, make it more likely that my brother might not even win. And then when he does win, I'm just going to sit and pout like a fucking baby. This guy's the biggest pussy on fucking earth, dude.
That's ridiculous.
But you have a Prime card coming up soon. Obviously,
So why do you care so much about
who I see every single day?
At whose
have
event?
An issue with it.
At whose event?
Your event.
Exactly. My event.
I'm your brother.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. You fucking selfish crackhead. Exactly. You're his brother. So just go fucking cheer him on.
So respect what's going on at my event.
And I did.
Okay.
I thought it was ridiculous.
No, you didn't. You went there and acted salty when he won. You did not do that at all. You didn't do that at all. You were told you can't bring Prime in or we'll remove you. So you didn't bring Prime in because you didn't want to get removed. And then you stayed there. Jake Paul, your little brother who has loved you and supported you through every single thing you've ever done. Not tonight. He didn't let me bring in my Prime. Fucking joke, dude.
Okay, but that's just the name of the game. It's business.
And you have a Prime card coming up. If you walked in with a Celsius headband to it, you probably would say that's unacceptable.
I don't give a fuck. You're getting paid millions of dollars by Celsius. Yeah, they're our competitor, but like, dude, come on.
It's different because I'm not in control.
But dude, come on. That's your fucking argument? That's your argument? Yeah, you're getting paid millions of dollars by Celsius, but I mean, dude, come on. What? What does that mean? Like, what on earth are you talking about? You know what's really fucking crazy? I'm going to tell you a 100% true story. I do not like railing on. I don't like being negative about people on videos. If you actually really watch the stuff, the content that I do closely, you will see that 98% of the time, I'm just making fun of people. Like, I'm just being funny. Like, I'm not actually really railing on them hard unless they do something egregious. Like Josh Fabia. Fuck Fabia. So, like, I've hammered Logan for sure. And literally 2 days ago, after I did the video 2 days ago, I just didn't like how I felt. Like, I was like, fuck, man, maybe, I don't know, dude. Like, I could see this from his point of view, you know, like if it was me, I'd probably, like, I could see a world where if some guy was fucking with my fiance, I might go scorched earth. I might say something stupid about the bankruptcy. Maybe I'm being too fucking hard on this guy. I don't know, dude. And I actually was going to hit somebody up who I know, I mean, without even getting into specific, who knows them well personally. And I was literally going to ask him, and be like, just level with me, dude. Is he like actually a super good guy? Am I being a total fucking cocksucker or not? Like, because I don't like doing it for no reason. And then it's like God was like, hey, Jesse, here's this video from 8 months ago that you haven't seen that literally is like a stamp of certainty of exactly who this fucking guy is.
Oh. The person that's going to get the most attention in the arena besides Jake is you showing up to the fight.
My identity is my identity.
But you can.
It's crazy to see that Jake is the more mature brother here. He could immediately say it's the sponsor who wants this and not me.
He's all, my identity's my identity. You're all, so identify as your brother's brother for like a couple hours and just, you know, relax. His company, that was what, like Q3 of 2023? They did $1.2 billion in revenue in 2023. It's like he's literally acting as if this was the do or die moment of my company that I poured my heart and fucking soul into, and you just screwed it up. It's like, dude, I just can't. I can't.
And even if you're my brother, I'll make sure the rules are followed. Logan seems to have a hard time telling the difference between family and business and calls it ridiculous, but it's a simple condition of doing business. And so here, even Mike, his yes man, is trying to talk some sense into Logan.
The person that's going to get the most attention in the arena besides Jake is you showing up to the fight.
My identity is my identity.
But you can
and the passions and business.
Well, you can certainly press pause on it for one night to just support Jake and then walk out.
Yeah.
See, every time I tell you guys that like people around Logan are good people, I'm always right. You know, like Mike's a good dude. And I saw Mike in the George Janko thing talking about how he's like, I mean, listen, dude, the podcast, he's like, for me, it's business. So I don't take it personal. Like, so I see how Mike interacts with Logan now very differently, where it's like, okay, like I can think that I work for a guy who's not all the way perfect. Like if I couldn't stand a guy, I wouldn't continue to work for him, but like obviously like likes him or whatever. But I would be like, by the way, I realized after I first really hammered Logan when he sued Dylan, and then there was that guy in my live stream that at first I was talking to as if it was Logan. I realized, I bet you it was Mike that was in the thing. Cause it was like, and then he's like, maybe you would chill, come on impulsive. And then and then at the end, he kind of like completely switched up, and I think it was like, oh shit, I think they figured out who it is or whatever. But I think it was Mike, dude. I'm pretty sure. But nonetheless, it's like to him, it's business. If I was working for a guy and he was whatever, like I'm not gonna fucking hammer him for it. I would just try to like calmly mediate because it's business. It's like he's just being professional.
And I understand that,
and I absolutely will.
You did.
But do you see what I'm saying? Is anything I'm doing hurting you?
That sometimes, yes, it causes issues because of my brand partner. Yes.
So Logan keeps focusing on his own identity, even though this is Jake's event. It's as if he cannot go one evening without his prime bottle. And moreover, he already promoted his bottle the same night at the WWE event. And so now he insists on doing it at Jake's event too, which is just
this talk track that he goes on right now. I am pretty sure that Logan is implying that Jake hurt him in this situation, which is almost as insane as thinking that people are avoiding him to fight Jake because he's an easier fight. That's probably on equal ground.
Just selfish. It's like Logan is saying, why should a sponsor of a multi-million-dollar event dictate what I can and cannot do? Of course, that's hurting Jake. And rightfully so, Jake calls Logan out for playing both sides.
I'll always be a ride or die, no matter what. But I don't know if I always have to yield and bend my personal ways because we are brothers and that's the sole reason.
But this is exactly what I'm saying. You're literally painting the picture of you are playing both sides. When it's convenient for you,
faulty comparison.
But when it's convenient for you, we're brothers. But then when it's not, you do the exact opposite of like, but we're completely separate. So like, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do as well.
I'll give you a perfect example of that. Okay, why do Jake and KSI have beef? What's the source of their conflict? Now, I didn't pay attention to this whole phase of Logan. I didn't even know who Logan Paul was when he fought KSI. That's just 100% true. I had no idea who Jake was. I had no idea who Logan was. I don't know when they got on my radar, but it was definitely after that. And I'm just going to probably assume that Jake got into it with KSI because KSI was going to fight his brother. And so Jake started a conflict with KSI, having his brother's back. And then his brother goes into business with KSI and doesn't, and then just is kind of like, oh yeah, go ahead, talk shit about my brother, make videos about my brother, go ahead and like talk about how, you know, it's a fucking loser's fight for Tyson and whatever. I'll actually ask you a question about this Tyson fight, very intentionally setting you up to shit on my brother's event. It's bananas.
I'm building a business.
But that's what I'm saying. You play both sides like very well, like extremely well.
I don't, to me, it doesn't feel like I'm playing both sides. And
just to clarify again, the Triple X video is Paige VanZant's opponent that she's fighting tonight. So Paige VanZant, her video is she's a fucking badass in an interview. The Triple X video is her opponent, and it's hot as fuck. I would suggest you go look it up because it's fucking awesome.
maybe that's why you're saying I do it extremely well, is because that's just the reality of the situation, and people can see that both sides. You're Jake Paul, I'm Logan Paul. We are different people. We have different interests. We have different friends.
But then, like, but even just 15 minutes ago, then all of a sudden you're like, but we're brothers,
and we are brothers. That sentence can end with "and we are brothers." Yes.
But where does that rank? Because sometimes you let it rank down here, and sometimes you want it to be number one when it's convenient for you.
Jake's smart, dude. He's also fucking smart.
I think when
Prime can't go into the building, we're brothers. When you want to partner with Dana White and KSI, you're your own entity.
I think when we as brothers no longer become additive to each other, and it feels like you or I are trying to take from one another, and I don't believe I've ever tried to take from you. Whereas,
say again. Hey, you don't think you ever tried to take from him? How about where you just tried to take the Tommy Fury fight from him? You just wanted to try to take the fact that he is better than you in one fucking category, which is just absolutely clear. You want to take that. You want to fight Tommy Fury so you can prove you're better than him. So that's taking from him. You want to bring in Prime to a fucking huge event, successful event that your brother's promoting, and circumvent the primary sponsor and make problems for his business. That's taking from him. You had sex with his girlfriend. That's taking from him. You didn't apologize. You made a rap video about it. That's taking from him. What planet does this dude live on? I can't, dude.
You, I feel like, have tried to take from me, at least maybe not you, but maybe your team. That's when I feel
but
like it falls apart.
like this being in Netflix documentary, like millions of views, me starting the documentary saying I'm drinking Prime, me posting about Prime as soon as it launched, carrying it around everywhere with me until I got a deal.
No, and I appreciate.
So it's
yeah. So when Logan doesn't get what he wants, he plays the victim brother card, like when he wants to promote Prime. But
what did I tell you guys about sociopaths? What is the and I'm not saying he necessarily is. I honestly do not know what to make of his. Like, I don't know what to make of him, dude. I honestly don't. I am at a loss for diagnosing him. But sociopaths, whether he is or is not that, if you ask any sociopath in a so I read this book called The Sociopath Next Door, and it's this person who worked with sociopaths for 25 years as a psychiatrist, and they said that every time you ask a sociopath what emotion they are trying to elicit from people that they interact with, so like I'm sure most people would just be like, oh, I want them to like me, or I want them to respect me, or I want them to think of me, whatever. Sociopaths want people to feel sorry for them. I don't know why that one part of this book just like drilled itself into my brain. There's so much crazy stuff about sociopaths in it, but like that one, for some reason, because that's so psychotic to me that I was like, wait, all of them want people to feel sorry for them? It's like, that's so foreign to me that I can't even compute it. You know what I mean?
But when the roles were reversed a year ago, Logan switches up.
Yo, you, by the way.
Oh my goodness. What is going on? Why?
Why'd you blur my logo?
Oh, the better logo?
Mm-hmm.
You. I knew you were going to ask this. You blurred his logo? No, I didn't. I figured you'd understand. You know why I blurred it. You know damn well why I blurred it. Don't give me this. Bro. You know damn well why I blurred your logo on Johnny's parachute.
I don't know why.
See, this right here, unless I'm retarded, is them being clever and letting Impulsive platform and promote better. Unless it's just some kind of like weird random coincidence that they get to talk about his brand on this big platform, but who knows?
Johnny DeJulius, who's right there, base jumped yesterday before Jake's fight. His parachute, when he opened it, has a giant Better logo on it. He's a better ambassador, a better athlete. BETR, Jake's gambling app.
And apparently it's about this man base jumping with the Better logo.
Oh my God, that is so fucking scary.
I love you to death, but I'm a Barstool ambassador.
I know.
I'm a Barstool ambassador for the Barstool
I know. I'm just kidding.
I don't mean.
And so Logan explains that Better is a gambling site and that he is currently an ambassador for Barstool, another gambling site, and basically makes the same argument Jake is making right now for not being able to promote Prime because of a competing brand. And Jake then laughs, saying he understood and was just joking. But when it works for him, Logan is all about being his own person. For example, Jake has always wanted to start a business with Logan and has been very vocal about this. But Logan has always avoided this.
VP, like I wanted to give him equity in everything that I'm doing, and he just like doesn't want to. I think he wants to like create his own story and own lane, but it bothers me. I yearn for that so much for us to like be on the same team, and it just has always gotten shut down.
Instead,
that shit fucking hurts for me to watch. Like, I'm actually totally serious about that. Like that hurts, dude. Like, because I think about like my brother being as successful as Jake Paul and wanting to do a project with me, and me like looking at him like, nah, dude, I think we should keep everything separate, you know, like. And I know exactly why Logan is doing that. It's because it really would drive him insane if Jake, you know, eclipsed him in, you know, like if Jake was the one who started Prime and Logan's net worth was $200 million and all of a sudden Jake was a billionaire, that would eat his fucking liver from the inside out. He would not be able to stand it. It's just a very bizarre fucking personality trait that some people have. Like, I'm telling you right now, you put $200 million in my bank account, someone makes fucking $50 billion. I'm like, awesome for you, dude. Like, that shit does not exist for me. My life's awesome. Cool. I'm rooting for everyone. Like, I don't even understand where that would come from for Logan, dude. Like, you've won. Why would you want to step on your brother's head?
Logan starts a business with KSI, who is Jake's biggest enemy. KSI makes videos like these. Jake Paul is insecure. Jake Paul is scared. Laughing at Jake Paul. Andrew Tate asked Jake a good question. Why hasn't Logan hit KSI in the face yet?
Just thought I was just curious about that, because when KSI is running his mouth to you, I'm like, why is Logan not punching him in the face?
Yeah, business, I guess, is.
And who walks it like he talks it in that regard? The Tate brothers share bank accounts. Those guys are inseparable. They offered to let Tristan Tate leave jail and leave Andrew there alone, and Tristan chose to fucking stay. That shit, that's one of the reasons why you're going to have a hard time pulling negative fucking words from me about Tristan ever. Like, dude, Romanian prison is hell on earth, dude. I mean, or just prison in general. And he chose to stay inside because he wasn't going to leave his brother. That is like the most gangster fucking shit ever to me. And I would say the exact same. Like, it's unfathomable to me that I would be in business with someone who was actively making content about my little brother, like that. It's just, it would fucking never happen. Like, it was just, that wouldn't be some shit like, hey, I'm gonna fuck you up. I would just be like, hey, guy, you can't make shit. You need to take that down, dude. Like, you can't talk. It's my fucking brother, dude. Like, that shit was funny before. We're in business now. Like, you can't talk about my brother like that. The end. And they would be done. That's it. That's all it would take. But no. Just doesn't even make sense.
It's business. It is weird. It puts me in a weird spot because, like, I don't know how to feel about it. I personally.
You get to choose whether or not your lawyers apply for specific things or whatever. But yeah. In some cases, you can choose.
Don't like it because it's like, here's this guy that constantly is dragging me down, constantly jumping at every opportunity to pull me down and to defame me and to say anything bad about me. And then my brother's like acting like he's best friends with them. And then even when people ask like, oh, you know, they ask Logan like, oh, who would you pick in the fight? And Logan's like, oh, I don't know. That would be tough for me. Like, no, it's really not. Like,
wait.
And
So when you ask,
he eventually says like, well, I would have to pick Jake, but he plays both sides definitely, and it does get it does get annoying, but it's like I also respect his hustle as an entrepreneur and as a businessman because he, you know, created this multi-billion-dollar company now with his enemy, and I can't hate on that. I want my brother to accomplish his goals, and I'm happy for him, and he's so successful and doing amazing, and to me, I'm just proud of him. I'm proud to be related to him. I'm happy for him, but definitely it hurts me sometimes seeing that shit for sure.
Jesse, why do you like Jake and not like Logan? There you go. That's why. Even when discussing his brother betraying him, as far as I'm concerned, he still has his back, dude. And has nothing but great, you know, and is trying to platform him. It's like, so I wanted to show you guys something else. Check this out. Okay, so let's compare. All right, hang on. So we're going back here. Let's compare two things. All right, ready? Whoops. Oh, God damn it. I have a feeling this is going to demonetize this entire fucking stream. So I'm going to just get to the part that's important. Come on. All right. Peyton Manning, after his brother, throws a game-winning fucking touchdown in the Super Bowl.
Peyton Manning, as much as that win last year for the Colts and him winning his first Super Bowl a year ago.
I love that shit, dude. Because the reason why that's so cool is he had lost to the fucking Patriots in the previous game. You know, so everyone's like, I wonder how he's gonna feel, man. You know, because the Patriots knocked him out of the playoffs in the last game, and then his brother throws a game winner. Nothing but love and support, obviously. Thank you very much, Greg Schuster. Appreciate you, dude. Logan was only able to bang Jake's girl because he used the cheat code. The can't miss, never fail, still undefeated pimp line. Dude, how could she say no? How could he? He's all, I'm going to put you in a reel, too. I'll put you in a reel. I want to make you famous. Suck it. Suck it.
When we zoom in on Logan as the decision is announced, who visibly isn't happy for his little brother. You see, Logan is a boxer himself, but not as successful as Jake. He first fought against KSI and lost. Then they squashed that beef and became business partners by starting Prime. Then he fought against Floyd in an exhibition match where many people agree that Logan lost. And Logan then realized he is much better at fake fighting, namely wrestling. And that's why he's wearing this yellow...
Sorry, we already watched this. What am I doing? Anyway, whatever. That's probably enough. It is... Yeah. So now I was just saying what I was thinking out loud watching it the first time. Whoa. Oh shit, it's only 4:30. Well, geez. Paige VanZant doesn't fight for a while. What time? Let me see. What time is the UFC Fight Pass stuff on? I'm going to look that up right now, and then I'm going to go eat and chill. I don't feel like you understand my business very well. I don't feel like you understand the business that I'm in. The business I'm in is talking about shit that people are interested in. I don't make the fucking rules of who people are interested in. I'm interested in the people that people are interested in because then I make content about it and people watch it. That's how that works. You guys decide. You clicked on the fucking video. You guys decide what I do content on. And that's just a fact. Like the viewers decide what content a creator does because they do the content that people watch. Okay, hang on. So 7:30 for that. Faber versus Glover tonight. A1 Combat 21. That's at 9 p.m. God, Central Time fights is just anyway. All right. Oh no. Logan, that's Logan's baby 100%. Absolutely 100,000%. And you want to know why? because that is her sticking a fork in him. He's done. Okay. You can marry a dude if you like. And, you know, I would imagine his net worth probably, unless he is an absolute fucking imbecile, he's going to get a prenup. And he's a guy who I would imagine is not someone who's going to be overly trusting with anyone. So I do think he's smart enough to get a prenup. But generally speaking, if you have a baby with a wealthy guy, that secures you a big bag, a real big bag, makes it way more likely to leave you, and then also secures you a massive bag in the event that he does. And if you think that Nina hasn't done that math, you are smoking fucking crack. So anyway, so I am going to jump, and that's what we got. So love you guys. Peace.